Hi everyone, welcome to the Clemson Makerspace FDM printer training tutorial. This is a quick video on finding and setting up parts for printing using Cura 21.08. I wanted to start out by showing you guys one of the many websites that offers .stl files for free download. .stl files are the type of files Cura 21.08 accepts, and often the hardest part of 3D printing is modeling one of these parts. Thingiverse.com allows you to choose from a variety of available STL files. Here's an example of something you can download. Click Download All Files, or if there's more than one part, you can click to download specific ones. I also wanted to show you guys how to convert a SolidWorks part file into an STL file in case you are interested in modeling your own project. Go to Save As like usual, click the drop down arrow, and click Save As Type. You can select STL file from there. The Options tab allows you to manipulate the resolution if you're looking to save a higher quality STL file. However, these are bigger files which generally take more time to manipulate on Cura and then later print, so the default settings are fine. Opening Cura, there may be a starter part left on the simulated bed that you want to click on and delete before you add your own. The next step is to correctly select your machine under Machine Options because the simulated print bed is accurate to the actual machine's print bed. So if you have a smaller machine selected, your scale will be off when you go to print. We will select LilSpot Mini. Next, load your STL file into the software by clicking Load Model. The orientation of your part is super important to consider when in Cura. Parts should lay flat on the bed and be scaled to the appropriate size. You can do this by clicking on the part and scaling it down or rotating it. Select your correct material on the left side of the screen. If printing in Makerspace, this will most likely be PLA. And make sure Print Brim is selected under Support Structure. This is a skirt that the printer lays around the part to prevent warping in the first few layers, and is highly recommended by the Makerspace. You can save the file in 3D print if you're just starting out, or switch to full settings, which gives you more control over your part. I've shown the 5 most important settings in Cura's expert mode. They should already be correct in Cura, but you can always check on the Clemson Makerspace's Canvas site. Make sure to correctly identify the filament diameter because this is subject to change depending on manufacturers, but should be labeled on the spool. So, like I said before, this information is available to you on the Makerspace's Canvas site, and it's also printed all over the Makerspace itself. So if you forget, you can always look these settings up yourself. The FDM printer training also explains the Cura settings to users in more detail, like layer height, the importance of glue, and other problems that you might face when printing, so it's a good source to check out. Cura also has the option to load more than one part at a time. You just want to make sure that they are separated in the correct amount of space and scaled accordingly like we already did before. You want to make sure that if there's any holes in the part that they're facing down because the printer prints from the bottom up. So you want to make it as easy as possible for the printer to print. You wait for that to load and then load the G-code onto a flash drive and take it into the makerspace. And in 7 steps, you're good to go. Thank you.